Solid product. Powerbeats Pro Wireless Earphones Headphone Headphone Chip. This Powerbeats Pro Wireless Earphones is sold by Beats. Product linked in the description below. Volume track controls on each Earbud microphones with voice capability and autoplay. Features the Headphone headphone chip, compatible with iOS and Android. Enhanced phone call performance and call handling from either Earbud. With fast fuel, a 5-minute charge gives 5 hours of playback when battery is low. What's in the box? Powerbeats Pro totally wireless earphones, charging case, ear tips with 4 size options, 4.6 out of 5 stars. The item has a total of 64,685 reviews. Product linked in the description below. The first review is from Kevin. Solid product. 5.0 out of 5 stars. Thoroughly impressed with this product. For years, I have avoided mainstream electronic brands like. I got these specifically because they have a loop that goes around the earlobes so it can never fall out. This was important to me since I am a cyclist and bike for long distances at times, so need something that will stay in my ears. The audio is good enough for most people. Not quite audiophile level, but I'm sure they do not expect that from Beats. Strong bass, crisp mids. Works very well for phone calls and people can usually hear what I'm saying, and I can hear them. The only thing I wish I could change is the size of the case. It's kind of big and bulky. If it was half the size, that would be more ideal, especially for traveling, but honestly can't complain. Get them. They are worth the money. These things just work. They weigh that they're supposed to. 90 of the time, which is good enough for me. I have used wireless earbuds from other brands like JBL, Sony, LG, etc., but none lasted very long, or if they did not work correctly most of the time. All had issues like connectivity, battery life, being plugged in but not charging for whatever reason. Issues of which do not exist with these buds. I was fed up and went back to wired earbuds for a while, until I upgraded to smartphone with no audio jack. This review is from Roundup 405. Almost perfect headphones. 5.0 out of 5 stars. I have had my Powerbeats Pro for about a week now, and after a bit of a rocky start and an adjustment period, I find them to be almost perfect headphones. When I first put them on, I was wildly disappointed. It sounded awful, and I was briefly outraged that I had paid $250 for garbage. It was counterintuitive, but I finally tried the biggest tips instead, which gave me a good seal and let me wear the headphones without having to go as deep into my ears, which made them more comfortable too. Once I found the right fit with a good seal, I discovered that yes, in fact, these things do actually have some nice ear-thumping bass. I think the bass is better than original AirPods, but also not overwhelming, as Beats products have a reputation for being. It's satisfyingly skull-shaking without being distorted, and is balanced out nicely by clear highs. I'm not an audiophile by any means, but I won't listen to any old crap either. I like a little bass and good clarity, and the Powerbeats Pro deliver. My biggest issue with these is comfort. As I mentioned, I have freakishly small ears, and while I have been using AirPods for a couple years, I was doing so with discomfort. I put up with a little pain because of the convenience of function. They were uncomfortable and sounded tinny with no bass at all. I love the automatic connection, the ability to use one bud at a time and charging on the go in the case. So, when I first read about the Powerbeats Pro, I was expecting something that would have the convenience of AirPods with better comfort, and something that wouldn't fall out of my ears all the time. Generally, I do okay with headphones that have different sizes of silicone tips, so I was expecting the Powerbeats Pro to be a comfort upgrade. Initially, they actually hurt my ears more than AirPods, especially my right ear. I fully blame this on my freakishly small ears. I'm one of those people who often finds one size fits all to be laughably ridiculous. Again, I was determined to love these things, so I tinkered a bit to find an acceptable level of discomfort. The largest tip allows me to get a good seal without having to put them in so deep. When I first tried them, I could only last about 20 minutes before the pain forced me to take them out. After adjusting to find a good angle and replacing the silicone tips with Comply Sport tips, I'm a lot more comfortable and can last 2 or 3 hours before I feel discomfort. I genuinely believed I would be returning them and getting second-gen AirPods instead. Even then, I would call it discomfort and not outright pain. It's discomfort I can live with and not any worse than what I experience with AirPods. Also, my discomfort is only in my right ear instead of both like I get with AirPods. Since I go with one bud a lot of the time, I'll just use the left one. No biggie. I can't blame the manufacturer for my tiny ears, which is why I'm not taking away a star. On the plus side, the fit is very secure. I have worked out in them several times and they don't budge. I never could work out in AirPods because they fell out all the time. I can also wear these while laying down, which I couldn't do in AirPods without them falling out periodically. But given how excited I was for the Powerbeats Pro to come out and the cost, I decided to put in a little effort and give them a chance. Also, the connection is great. Original AirPods used to randomly lose connection or not connect when they were supposed to. The chip upgrade in the Powerbeats Pro seems to have resolved this little annoyance. They connect faster, and after a week, I haven't experienced a drop or glitch once. The Powerbeats Pro do come with a trade-off when it comes to the size of the case. If you are used to carrying around AirPods in your pocket in their tiny case, forget about it with Powerbeats Pro. The case is significantly larger. It goes in a bag or purse without taking up a ton of room, but it's too big to fit comfortably in a pocket. The extra battery life for Powerbeats is nice though. I frequently use one bud at a time and used to drain an AirPod and have to switch ears regularly. It wasn't until about 3 or 4 days in that I decided to keep them. I'm using the Powerbeats Pro the same way and haven't drained a bud yet. I'm okay with the bigger case, since the better battery life makes me feel secure about leaving the case at home when I need to go bagless. So in summary, these are the best sounding buds I have used. They are super convenient, easy to connect, and won't fall out of your ears. If you have normal human-sized ears, they will probably be comfortable, and the battery life is great. You have to deal with a bigger case, but the positive improvements over AirPods make the size trade-off worth it. If you don't hear the bass, try different tips and twist them around a bit before you give up. Hopefully you won't have to work as hard at it as I did to find your happy place with Powerbeats Pro, but the effort has been worth it. These are really great headphones and worth the price. So if you are like me and think your new Powerbeats Pro sound like garbage when you first put them on, and you wonder if all the positive reviewers are high, experiment with all the tips before dismissing the headphones as crap. Earbuds need a good seal to sound good. I have freakishly small ears, so I always start with the smallest tip available when trying out new headphones, which usually works for me. Not this time. This review is from Garrett. Amazing wireless earbuds. 4.0 out of 5 stars. These are really amazing wireless earbuds. I'm gonna do pros and cons along with some other thoughts about this product. The fit is really perfect. They feel comfortable, and they stay in my ears perfectly. I exercise a lot, and these earbuds always stay in my ears when I'm at the gym and when I'm running. If you are looking for some workout earbuds, then these will give you reliable and beautiful performance. 3. Sound quality. The sound quality is amazing. Nice, clear, and crisp. 4. The Apple features. This review is written 4 months after using this product. The extra features that the Powerbeats have when using with Apple devices are nice, but don't let those features discourage you Android users from buying the Powerbeats. The features aren't important enough for you to decide not to buy them. Not gonna list out the features in order to make this review shorter. 5. Range. The range is amazing. I can be listening to music on my phone and leave my phone in my room and walk anywhere in the house and still be able to listen to the music. The music starts cutting out depending on the amount of objects blocking the signal. 6. Ability to wear with glasses. I can wear these with my glasses with no problem at all. I can take my glasses on and off and have no trouble. Pros. 1. 7. Good microphone. I use these earbuds for phone calls and video calls, and the person can hear me pretty good. I can hear them perfectly fine. My brother tells me that I sound muffled, but he can still hear me good. Cons. 1. Pain. After wearing them for a couple of hours, I start to feel slight discomfort. This only happens after many hours, so it isn't something I'm complaining about. Just felt like I should mention it so everyone is aware. Battery life. The pain that is the problem is the major pain that comes after weeks of regular use. I'm not sure what is happening, but it's like the Powerbeats is making the skin inside my ear peel off. I think this is happening because they are too tight in my ears. This has happened, I believe, 3 times, and that goes away after I left my ears heal. As I'm writing this review, I am experiencing the major pain, and I adjusted the left ear hook so it's not as tight in my ear as before. Problem is currently only in my left ear. I'm not sure if I'm the only one who experiences this, but if you can deal with this, then don't let that discourage you from buying the Powerbeats. It isn't that big of a problem for me. Bluetooth connection on Windows 10 computers. I'm not sure if this also happens on other versions of Windows and Android devices, but sometimes there would randomly be a 12-second cut in the sound about every 2 minutes. This doesn't happen at all on my iPhone. The battery life is amazing. I would also experience random disconnections on my laptop. Another thing about the connection is that it is weaker on my laptop than on my phone. Not sure why. Bulky case. This doesn't matter to me at all because I usually have a bag that I carry with me when I go to places that I can slip the case into. I'm just mentioning it so people can be aware. You can put it in your pocket if you want, but it will look weird because there will be a giant bulge in your pants. That's it about the pros and cons. Now it's time to talk about the problems I had with the Powerbeats. I never had these die on me except when I play video games all night. I'm having flashbacks of the problems I encountered while typing this part of the review. Problem 1. This only happened once, but I will still talk about it. I was connecting the Powerbeats to my iPhone and forgetting them in the Bluetooth settings because I was enjoying the animation that pops up when you pair them with your iPhone. Then, all of a sudden, they would not pair again. Man, I thought they were already broken, and it was the day I got them. I thought my $200 went down the drain. But luckily I managed to get them to pair again after a long time of research and trying different things. What fixed the problem was charging the case, because apparently since it was at I believe 30-something%, it couldn't pair. Problem 2. They also have fast charging, which is very useful if you need to charge them real quick. This was the worst problem. I've had this problem happen twice in the last month and a half. One of the earbuds would not pair and sound would only come out of the earbud that was paired. I had to switch back to my other pair of wireless earbuds that I previously had until I figured out how to solve this problem. It took days of extensive research and multiple solution attempts before I finally managed to fix the problem. I was about to return them, but luckily I solved the problem before I did. Final thoughts: despite the cons and problems I encountered, I would still recommend these earbuds to anyone. If you encounter any of the problems I did, I hope you can easily solve them, and if you don't, you can reply to my comment and ask me for my solution. Hopefully Amazon has a feature where you get notifications when someone replies to your review. If you read this whole thing, thank you, and I appreciate it. 2. If you didn't, then thanks for taking a look at it. Update: I no longer experience the major pain in my ears, and the skin peeling off after I adjusted the air hooks to get the right fit update written on 81,821. Fit. Our first question is from Beats by Dr. Can you wear just one while running? Thinking of the safety of running W1 ear free to hear around you. Powerbeats Pro feature Class 1 Bluetooth for extended range and fewer dropouts when connected to any Bluetooth-enabled device. Not only do each of your earbuds connect independently to your Bluetooth device, but they also connect to each other. Not only do each of your earbuds connect independently to your Bluetooth device, but they also connect to each other. The earbuds are essentially communicating with one another. With dynamic price, see more. Powerbeats Pro feature Class 1 Bluetooth for extended range and fewer dropouts when connected to any Bluetooth-enabled device. The earbuds are essentially communicating with one another with dynamic priority switching to provide battery efficiency, whether you are using one earbud or both. While designing Powerbeats Pro, Beats engineers thought about how athletes, including runners, would use Powerbeats Pro earphones. The ambidextrous design makes it possible for you to use one or both of your earphones. When running, you can store the dormant earbud while listening to music on your other earbud. See less. Product linked in the description below. For more content like this, please subscribe and click the bell icon so you are notified of new uploads. We upload new videos every day. See you next time.